Hey everybody on YouTube, Karl Alexander here, and in today's video we're taking a look at the new Fallout 4 DLC, Vault-Tec Workshop. Let's get into it. Vault-Tec Workshop was released on July 26, 2016 for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Windows PCs. It's the third Workshop DLC for Fallout 4 and the fifth DLC overall. Vault-Tec features a new questline and new Vault-themed settlement buildings and materials. Its launch price is $5. Just like Far Harbor and the previous DLCs, Vault-Tec starts by adding a radio station to your Pip-Boy. This station appears after you reach level 20 and is a distress signal from Vault 88. The vault is accessed through a quarry that has been overrun by raiders. By finding the vault, the raiders apparently activated the long-dormant distress signal. When you arrive, you find that the original overseer is still in control of the vault, but has been turned into a ghoul from years of radiation exposure. Almost immediately, she asks you to help her complete the unfinished Vault 88 and the experiments it was trying to perform. The questline here is very short, and meaning no offense to the mod community, feels like a mod. It's not a horrible quest or anything, but it feels rushed and incomplete. The concept of the DLC itself was ambitious. Become the overseer of a vault and run experiments like the original Vault-Tec. That sounds awesome. And this? Well, this isn't so awesome. The experiments boil down to a few fetch quests with some moral choices on what parameters to use in the experiments, but besides pissing off some companions, it won't have much of an effect on gameplay. Though I tried to avoid spoilers, I can't help but reveal that there are only 3 experiments, and they really don't do anything. As far as I can tell, changing the conditions only affect your Vault Dweller's happiness to a small degree and provide a very minor stat increase. In the end, you can remove them entirely if you don't like the results, making them sort of irrelevant. So as quickly as it starts, the story is over and you'll end up being Overseer no matter what options you choose. But being Overseer doesn't really mean anything. The vault operates like any other settlement, and technically you don't even have to build a vault at all. You could just make a shantytown in the cave. This falls in line with the customization that makes the settlement building great, but with such a specific concept, it would be nice to have some direction. The area you can build in is huge. You'll need to do a lot of scrapping to get it cleared out, but it reveals a very large area that is packed with building materials. There are several additional parts to the build area that can be accessed by fully finishing the story and exploring the vault caves. These caves are usually guarded by some pretty nasty monsters, such as a Mirelurk Queen and a legendary Deathclaw. I started this right at level 20 and struggled with the combat. And though that sounds like a good challenge, it just ends up feeling more like a chore. By clearing the vault out, you don't really push the story along, so it feels like filler to increase the playtime. The caves do contain some good building materials and at least one renewable resource, so I guess it's worth it. The actual vault building mechanics work much like the previous mechanics, but with a heavier focus on prefab pieces. The concept is simple, but the execution is rough. I struggled to really get a hang of building with the new pieces, and since the game leaves you with a total blank slate, it's daunting to know where to start. Simple things like how electricity is used isn't explained, which left me searching the internet for answers. The DLC could have used a very simple tutorial on vault layout before setting you loose. Something like finishing off an incomplete vault with the option to start a brand new one if you want to would have been useful. After a few hours of messing around, I figured out how all the pieces worked and planned out a simple vault. As you can see, in a short amount of time you can create a decent looking place, but honestly it's not what I was expecting. Because you need to place and populate every room yourself, the vault has a sort of barren and abandoned feel. I was hoping to create something like Vault 81, and after looking at Vault 81, it's possible. But the clutter placement and detailed layout would make it time consuming and difficult considering the sometimes odd building mechanics. Also, just getting settlers to stay in certain areas was difficult. Sometimes they all scattered and other times they grouped together. Vault 81 feels like a living place, where my vault ended up feeling empty. The entire process of building your vault starts to feel out of place. The leaps of logic compound as one person apparently can clear metric tons of materials and single-handedly build a pre-war vault with post-apocalyptic technology. Letting the player do whatever they want works well in Bethesda games, and it even works in normal settlements. This looks like something I could make. This doesn't. Starting from scratch is daunting and ends up being a detriment to the game's immersion. If this was a mod, I could view it as a fun addition, but this is canon, and it's not good canon. As a whole, the 3 Workshop DLCs add a surprising amount of items and options for your settlements. Each on their own can seem underwhelming, but together they really do enhance the customization of your settlements. As for Vault-Tec itself, it was a disappointment. I can't lie, I was hoping for a more interesting DLC. I got my hopes up and it just falls short. Don't go into Vault-Tec expecting even a simple Overseer simulation experience. Go into it knowing you'll end up with a settlement with a bit of a Vault-Tec vibe. It's tough because this isn't horrible, but the marketing deceived me. If this was marketed as a Vault-styled settlement, I would have been fine with it, but trying to fit it into the lore just doesn't work. The $5 price tag should have tipped me off that this is how it would be, but I admit as a season pass owner, I didn't even know the price until I wrote this review. And don't get me wrong, I had some fun with Vault-Tec Workshop, and I'm sure I'll be building another vault soon, but if you plan on playing this, curb those expectations or get ready for some serious disappointment. Okay everybody, that was my video for this week. I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, I think you know what to do. Leave me a comment in the comments section and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this one in the future. As you can see, I am no longer in my apartment. I have moved out. Right now I'm at my mom's house until my new lease starts, which is in about a week. And then once that happens, I will be setting up my HTC Vive. I got that in the mail the other day, so I'm super excited. Hopefully I'll have some VR videos coming, but also hopefully have some just regular reviews coming as well. But just stick with it. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.